The articles are how we make sense of nouns. With this knowledge, you'll be able to describe nouns when there's just one of them or when there are many of them. Oh yeah! So, unfortunately, we have gender nouns in Norwegian. Why a lamp is female or why a couch is male is beyond me. Everything would be much simpler if random objects didn't have random genders. But that's just how it is. Luckily, in Norwegian, and I don't know why this is, but you can treat every female noun as if it were male. You can tell we're really big on gender equality here in Norway. So let's start out the actual lesson by looking at the indefinite articles. So for singular, we have en for male singular nouns, we have a or en for female, and we have et for neutral. These are the equivalent of a or un in English. So you might have noticed that for female, you have two different choices here, and this is what I was talking about earlier. En is actually the male version, but you can use it in front of a female noun, and it's not an issue. Nobody will care. It's actually accepted. It's fine. It's right. It doesn't matter. So basically, you can choose between the two. And for the plural here, you can see that every single gender ends the same way. It's er, just like the present tense verb that we learned in the previous lesson. Here we have some examples to show you, and I'll just say these out loud. En gutt, ei jente, et eple, gutter, jenter, epler. Yeah, and that's the indefinite article. It's pretty straightforward, I think. And now let's move on to the definite articles. You might notice something interesting straight away, and that is that all of these are endings for words. While in English we use the in front of them for both singular and plural, in Norway or Norwegian rather, we add a little thing at the end of the word. You might also have noticed that what you put after the word for the singular is actually very similar to what you put in front of the word when it's an indefinite noun. That applies to the male and neutral genders at least. But here we can see with the female, once again, you have a choice between a female version, which is just an A at the ending, or the male version, which is en. And we can also note that all of the genders have the same ending in plural, which is awesome. Examples of these definite articles are gutten, jenta, eple, guttene, jentene, eplene. Notice that the T in eple is silent, and this is actually the case for every single neutral gendered noun in the definite article. Here's a summary of all the articles. And I'm just going to go through these real quick. En gutt, gutter, gutten, guttene. Ei jente, jenter, jenta, jentene. Et eple, epler, eple, eplene. An exception to the table that you just saw earlier are neutral gendered nouns that have a single syllable. Examples of this are egg and språk. When these are in their plural indefinite form, they just look like the noun by itself. It doesn't change at all. There are a few more exceptions to the table that I showed you earlier, but I can't really be bothered to go through all of them, and I don't think it really helps you to be focusing on all the little exceptions at this point in your learning. What we're going to do instead is go on to a little mini test. Okay, in this test, I'm going to show you a word and its accompanying article, and it's your job to identify what gender this word is, based upon what you've learned in this video. There will be a little flag countdown timer like this to show you when your time is up and the answer is revealed. But if you need more time, go ahead and pause and resume the video using the spacebar. Lykke til! Mannen. Døra. Skålene. Et brev. Ei flaske. En hest. Huset. Okay, the mini test is over. I hope that helped you learn the differences between the genders. In the next simple Norwegian lesson, we're going to learn a bunch of new vocab. So basically, we're not going to learn any more grammar. Yay!